Good y'all, this we back at it again with another video. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all literally take time out your day to come tap in with me, to come rock with me, to come soak this good information up, and to come be here with me, my nigga. Simple. Today we talking about ego death and the freedom that's after your ego death, my nigga. I've been through this shit like twice. And I know some of y'all is gonna be experiencing this, so I'm gonna just break this shit down for y'all. I'm gonna make this video like it's gonna be long enough for y'all niggas to just digest all this shit, but all right, first thing first, your ego is basically your sense of identity. For those who don't fully understand, let me give you an example. This is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I stand for, etc. All type of just shit like that, bro. It's the version of you that you built over time. Personality, reputation, trauma responses, achievements, insecurities, roles, responsibilities, it being the responsible one, the funny one, the spiritual one, the victim, the strong one. All of that shit is ego. I'm gonna let that shit digest for a second. None of that shit is bad, actually, at all. It's actually, bro, none of that shit is bad, actually. It protects you and gives you structure. But a lot of us don't really realize how our identity is built from, how much of our identity is really built from fear. Fear of rejection, fear of not being enough, fear of not fucking mattering. And so with that being said, we build a self to protect the self, but we mistake that self for who we actually are. So now you may be asking, what is ego death? It is when that sense of identity starts falling away. Is when things that you define that you don't, is when things that defines you don't feel as solid. And I'm reading off my notes, bro. When things that define you don't feel as solid, you can't hide from the way you feel. So you can't fucking numb it. Stop trying to numb the pain. Maybe you lose a job, maybe you lose a relationship and start to question who you are without that fucking person. You healed trauma and realize half of your personality was just fucking defense. From you not trying to, bro. That shit just being defense. I ain't even gonna go get too deep into that shit. Suddenly you don't recognize yourself anymore. Old opinions, old goals feel empty, and old reactions feel dramatic as hell. You start questioning everything. Do I actually like this? Is this really me? Why have I been trying so hard to be this version? Nigga, I bet it feel like you fucking unraveling, cause that's what it is. Because nigga, because you are. It's not a bad thing, bro. You just shedding fucking layers of who you think you are to fucking believe. I'm not a fucking scientist, but of who you think you fucking believe. I'm gonna be real transparent when I say this. That shit don't feel spiritual, bro. From personal experience, it really feel like you care about things that don't really matter. You feel detached, left out, all left out and shit. You want to be alone emotionally. You feel like nothing. You just feel like shit. You more reflective. That's the last thing. And you question drive and ambition. Sometimes it is a strong emptiness, not fucking depression. Exactly, but it's space. As if someone cleared out a room inside your ass. You don't know what's supposed to go there now. That's the part people don't talk about. The grieving process, my nigga. Shit take time. But, you feel me? We're gonna keep this shit pushing. Even if your ego was built from survival, it's still yours, and letting go of this shit hurts. It's like you losing a part of yourself. This shit is real, bro. You gonna experience this shit if you haven't already. And for my niggas that already experienced this shit at least once, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all don't even have to watch this. Watch me. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is real, bro. Here's a turning point. You realize you are still here without identity, label, or constant mental fucking narrative that drives you to believe you are somebody who you are not, bro. It's still something observant. Your thoughts. It's you. You are the one watching, paying attention to what the fuck you think. You always in control of the way you feel. When it clicks, you realize I'm the motherfucker controlling this body. I'm controlling all of this shit. And my thoughts. You are not your thoughts, bro. There are a lot of teachers to point this shit out, but you don't need fucking philosophy to feel it, bro. Just know bro. You just know. There's a knowing. Let me give you an example. You less triggered, you less defensive, you less desperate to prove something. You start responding instead of reacting. And I've been talked about that shit in all of my last videos. When your ego softens, you stop taking everything personal. Stop taking shit personal, nigga. Simple. Someone doesn't like you, you say okay. Disagreements, okay. You fail, nigga, so what? You fucking fail. Okay, try again. Nothing is ever really that deep, family. It doesn't shake you at your core of who, nigga, you are inside of this fucking meat suit, nigga. Because your identity is not built on fragile fucking things. You realize how much energy you spend maintaining an image, and now you don't need to perform yourself anymore. That's freedom. But nothing, that's freedom, not becoming. Yeah, my fault, chat. That's freedom, not becoming. Not nobody becoming real, bro. I think I fucked up when I said that, but you get the point, bro. You get the point. Mistakes happen. We still gonna push through this shit. Afraid, non-afraid, you know what I'm saying? Simple. And I'm about to wrap this video up because I just, I get to yapping and I just won't stop, bro. Side note, ego death is not the same thing as losing touch with reality. If someone feels as if they cannot function, they need support. Healthy ego death does not remove your ability to live your life. You still show up. You just don't cling to identity the same way. That's the difference, man. Ego death doesn't happen as a one-time event. It happens in layers over time. This shit happens. And it can happen again. Yeah. Asking your reality is asking you if you're ready to let this go. You outgrow one version of yourself and then another one. You become lighter, less rigid, less controlled by fear. Less obsessed with how you're perceived, more present, more grounded, more you. My nigga. The aware you, not this, bro. To wrap this video up, bro. If you feel like you losing yourself right now, maybe you not losing who you thought. Wait, I'm fucking up, bro. My fault, bro. If you feel like you losing yourself right now, bro, maybe you not. Maybe you losing who you thought you had to be, and it can feel scary, but it's okay. You gonna get through that shit, bro. Just keep pushing through that shit. You can get through that shit, fam. Who you thought to be, my nigga. And it can feel scary, but it's okay. Also, in the beginning, Also, my fault. I'm messing. I got all type of errors right now, man. Also, it's the beginning of the most heightened version of yourself. Ego death is not about disappearing, but seeing clearly. And once you see clearly, you don't have to fight to be someone anymore. You just can be. With that being said, bro, I love y'all. Peace.